Welcome back to another episode of Hot Action Fishing and Fab. This is part 2.5 for the little micro skiff build. Just doing my fillets around the outside of the transom and tabbing it all in, laying up all the glass and getting her done. I'm not gonna like finish it off like ferret iron like that. Obviously this boat's got a long ways to go still. This is just the transom, the start of the build, and a lot more to come. Like, share, subscribe. Hope you guys enjoy. Thank you. Alright, we are finishing up bonding this transom in by filling this gap all the way around the outside of the transom. There's a gap. Gotta fill that gap all the way up with these three things. We got our polyester resin, we got our 1/4 inch little chopped fibers, and the fume silica. This stuff's really bad for you. Make sure you're wearing a mask when you're mixing it all up. Alright, I'm going to pour everything together, mix it all up, get my my thickened epoxy or thickened resin, and catalyze it, and stick it all together. After I fill all my gaps and stuff with my putty, with my thickened resin, I'll come in with this paint scraper that I kind of rounded all the corners off on it, and just come in and I'll just smooth it all out. And when you're doing that radius that you're making with this paint scraper is a nice smooth transition from the transom to the side of the hull, and that's just so you don't have a sharp edge for your fiberglass to lay up against, because if you have sharp edges you lose strength. And yeah, fiberglass just doesn't like sharp edges, round corners, round outside corners, round inside corners. Alright, now I'm just mixing in my fume silica here. I'm going to pick up my drill with the little paint mixing attachment on it and just mix it up. Just keep adding in my fume silica until I get the peanut butter consistency that I'm looking for. And then I'm going to come in after a while, after I get the consistency I'm looking for, I'm going to add those little 1/4 inch chopped fibers into the mixture and get it really thickened up really good. The 1/4 inch chopped fibers, it helps strengthen the polyester resin up really good. The 1/4 inch chopped fibers is so that the polyester resin isn't so brittle. Polyester resin when it's really thick, it's brittle. So the little fibers help bring everything and tie everything together really good. Make it a lot stronger than just being by itself just with the fume silica. Got my gap all the way around the outside all filled with peanut butter. That's my thickened polyester resin, nicknamed peanut butter. All stuff. Next step is to grind this top edge, smooth it all out, and then router the outside and the inside edge of the transom so I can lay my fiberglass Biaxle 1708 over top of this lip of the transom. And then just go around the outside, tabbing everything in, and then just stack a bunch of layers of 1708 on top of that. What I didn't show here in the video is that I was measuring from the top of the transom to the bottom of the hull as well, making sure I keep the top edge of the transom nice and flat. Y'all remember this? Yeah, this is the template for cutting out the COOSA board for the transom material. Sometimes it's good to save all your templates because, boom, look it. I used it to trace out all my layers for my transom. I'm gonna go with 4 layers of Biaxle, 1708 Biaxle. I'm gonna do 1 layer of 3/4 ounce chop strand initially, just to get everything so it bonds together properly, and then do 4 layers of 1708 on top of that, and then I'm gonna tab in the outside of the transom. I'll do 2 layers of 1708 to tab in, and I'll do 1 layer of 4-inch and then another layer of probably 8-inch. I'll explain more when we get to that point, but I'm gonna cut my tabs, cut my outside, my transom shape 4 times out of the 1708, and go from there. Any of your 1708 that's about 3 inches or bigger, save it. It makes good tabbing material. The stuff isn't cheap either, so it's good to save when you can. I'm not labeling these or anything like that because it doesn't matter what one goes on first or last, because this is just for thickening the transom. This is just to get strength and thickness, not necessarily, you know, I'm not trying to fair anything out. It doesn't really matter. Even pieces like this stuff, save it, because that's a patch right there. You could fix somebody's boat. You can make good chunk of little change, fix some patches. Just save all this stuff up. You'd be able to stack, boom, boom, boom. You'd cut out a patch and fix a hole in a hull. Instead of buying the 1708 tape stuff for tabbing stuff in, I'm cheap and I just cut my own. I'm wetting out the COOSA board to stick my 3/4 ounce chop strand matting down. I'm going to use that as the binder for the first layer of the 1708 Biaxle. It gives the 1708 something to bind to. I like to get a nice piece of wood, just lay it down, and use my 3-inch roller with a 3/4 inch or a 3/8 nap roller, and just load up my roller and just push the resin into the 1708 before I put it in the boat. Just keep working it until it's nice and transparent. You can kind of see through it pretty good. I got this chip brush here, this 2-inch chip brush, for pushing it down in areas where it's lifted up, where I can't get at it and push it with the roller very good. Just get it in place and just start working it with your hands. This gets kind of nasty because your gloves get soaked in resin, but it's what you got to do. It's the fastest way that I've found to do it. You can just pick the glass up and move it around and work all the air bubbles out. Makes it pretty simple. Just what I like to do. Work all the air bubbles out. It's okay to leave the this layer really wet, because you know you're going to come back in with your next layer. And just go right at it. Just keep on going, layer after layer, same stuff. I lay up the rest of my 1708 off to the side of the camera there in the corner. Uh, just do it 3 more times after that first time. That'll make up your 4 layers of 1708. Alright, I'm going to take my fin roller. It's got a bunch of grooves in it. It's made out of aluminum, and it's to really work all the bubbles out and really kind of just get everything to bind together really good. Alright, this is me just getting the tabs all ready now. I'm wetting it all out, pushing the polyester resin into the 1708 biaxle. Now I'm working it in with my fingers, getting it up tight as best I can. And then I'm going to come in with my my 2-inch chop strand brush and really push it in place. I tried pushing the 1708 down into the corners, wasn't able to, so I took my scissors and I made a little relief cut into the biaxle and was able to push it down in the corner and get rid of the air pockets and everything and let it lay flat. Alright, this is my last layer of the 1708 biaxle tabbing material. I did, like I said, I did 2 layers of 1708 biaxle tabbing. I did one 5-inch initially, and then a 10-inch layer after that, following it up. Getting some overlap in there, building up strength doing that. And here's the last piece of the transom. Wetting out the top cap right now, that of the 1708 biaxle. I'm wetting out the exposed COOSA board, making sure I get it really coated with polyester resin. Now I'm laying the top cap on, making sure it's all the bubbles and everything all worked out of it, working it in with my hand, coming back over it with the polyester resin, just making sure it's wetted out really good. And then I'm going to come in with my 10-inch layers of 17-inch biaxle. But the way I did those ones, I cut them a little bit longer. So I'm going to cross them in the middle where the motor is going to mount. And that'll make the glass just that much thicker where the motor is going to mount, obviously. Right here again, you're going to see me do another one of the relief cuts. That's a little better view of it. Sometimes you just have to do that just because there's too much 1708 biaxle in a corner, and the easiest way to get it to lay down flat is to do that relief cut. Make sure you clean your scissors off really good after you're done with acetone.